Hello everybody, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup 2022. We got the quarterfinals for you today. It's SirLinkalot versus krelbel, Game 2. Commentating for us, we have Nira Lightshine and TJ Maelstrom, and tracking is Lady Orlinda. Say hello everybody.
Hello everybody! I said it first. Should I not have said it first? I said it first. Hello! Well, as previously mentioned, I am TJ Maelstrom, and I am joined by Nira Lightshine. Hello, how are you doing today?
I am doing good. We are doing a ambrosia seed, which is seems unusual for this part of the tournament because keep seeing inverted key sanities for this tournament.
Well, the way this tournament works, the more you see more of one mode for certain runners, the less you'll see of it in the future. There's like a deck you'll pull from, and it's to prevent any certain mode from taking too many spots in here. So they drew Ambrosia, and we are off the races. This is a starting sword. Boots are in the light world. You get a clue about the boots right off the bat there, so we got information about that. And the unique properties of the dungeons is that there will be a non-dungeon item on bosses. So there will be one fewer item to look for in each dungeon. Other than that, it's pretty much just a standard seed, and here we go.
Yep. Now, I wonder if we'll get one of these weird seeds I saw a couple of weeks ago where we got the tempered sword off of Uncle.
It's not very common. I mean, you're not going to see tempered sword right now.
It happened in that seed. Uncle, some reason, gave 2 swords.
Hilarious. I bet it was an Aga seed, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, usually when you see early swords, it means Aga is in logic. Anyway, nothing very exciting just yet. Just some ordinary stuff in the Uncle room. But yeah, it's not likely you'll see some useful things going through escape here. You might see 1 or 2 things, but there's nothing guaranteed like a normal standard. Bombs are not guaranteed either. And unless we see that or boots, there's a chance we could miss the back of escape here.
Yep, and we could also, if they get the mirror, they could also go right back to the entrance of the castle from Zelda's cell.
I've seen some really bad mishaps with the mirror as early as yesterday.
Ooh, that's never fun. And there's 2 keys in the first room in the castle. That's always nice. That means you have either the map or another item will be in the back.
Well, let's take a look out for that map.
Yep. Personally, I'd rather find the map in one of these chests coming up than in the back.
I know personally, whenever I don't find the map and I open the one in Sanctuary, I feel like a jerk. Nice little spin there from SirLinkalot. And there's an early Moon Pearl.
Yep.
It's a really early Moon Pearl.
We can get we can get Fake Flipper into the waterfall cave.
Yes, for some reason, if you do a Fake Flipper and into Waterfall Cave, for some reason having the Moon Pearl puts you in a state where you can re-enter the cave in a grounded state, and then leave in a water walk state. It is highly unusual, but this game is coded highly unusually.
Yeah, Linkalot needs to be careful there.
Linkalot will be fine. Oh, there's a glove too. Oh, Madon. Are we gonna walk out of here with Dark World access? We just need a hammer.
Doesn't mean that Aga's dead, though, is the biggest thing.
It doesn't mean that just yet, but...
Yeah.
Hey, remember when I said there would be nothing in here? I guess I was a liar.
Well, they haven't found an additional weapon yet, so...
Fighter sword can take you pretty far if you're good enough with it.
I honestly don't know, if this is Ragnarok MSU.
According to the race chat, yes, this is a... krelbel is using a Ragnarok Online MSU, so yes, this is Ragnarok Online. And I don't believe SirLinkalot is using an MSU pack. I believe SirLinkalot is using an ordinary ordinary vanilla game volume, which is good. It's good. It's good music.
Yeah.
It's good music, but sometimes you got to shift it up a little bit. So I appreciate the fact that these tournaments are allowing certain MSU packs, as they're called, to give the little race a little personality. You know.
Yep. Now we're going into escape. Now let's see if the runners find a bomb or the boots in the Dark Cross.
I mean, yeah, they haven't been exactly that cavalier about looking for bomb drops. So I haven't actually seen what the guards are dropping. The ropes over here have the same pack. So let's see. I think it's just arrows. Probably bombs not in that pack. I should be familiar with these packs by now, but I'm not. There's a fire rod, though. Oh, goodness gracious. There's a lot of stuff in this. Yeah, don't forget that fire rod, krelbel.
I think that's the max pack that's coming off the rats. Because that was magic meter.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's a fairy. There are bombs on rats for sure. You can see an 8-drop. Let's see if either of them get lucky.
No, there's about 8 billion rats to kill, so...
Looks like SirLinkalot is not going to bother with it. Just going past it. That could,
Ooh.
But krelbel is recognizing it and taking the time to kill these rats, but may not get what he's looking for.
No, he's still got like 1,000 of them to kill in the next
All right, and
round.
he's taking the time to do it. And there you go. Okay, so we're getting some deviance right off the bat, but we do have a glove, so we can get back here with no problem from SirLinkalot. And there's a piece of heart and sanctuary, and there's the map. Nothing really to write home about, but that early money might give krelbel a small advantage.
Yep, it was better to have that knowledge there was nothing in there now than wonder for a while if there was something in there, though.
Correct.
Because it's kind of hard to route that back in.
As you see, SirLinkalot is taking the time to do a hula hand, just getting money from this drop down here, doing a series of dives into the water. krelbel, having found money, may not opt to do that.
Yep. Me, I'm not as comfortable doing hula hand from that spot, so I tend to do it in the graveyard.
Need a glove for that. But we have a glove, so no harm, no foul. So this is game number 2 in this series so far.
Yep.
krelbel.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Yep. There's a fairy on the bush crab.
Fun.
But yeah, krelbel is up 1-0, and
Oh,
ice
boy.
rod.
You know what? At least we know where it is.
Now the crappy thing is that Trinex, even if TR is a pendant, Trinex might still be holding something they need.
Right. That's the only time that ice rod being there will be really disastrous. There could be a spicy play in the future. Turtle Rock is a crystal, then, you know, we'll know where it is. We'll know how to get it. We'll know what to do. So, if anything, it's a long-winded check. You take that boomerang. You take it. You take that boomerang and like it. That's right. You don't walk away from that. Not this early. Mm-hmm.
Yep. You know that with the max pack too, that meant they got a full magic refill right before they got the fire rod. So, or no, that was after the fire rod.
Yes,
So
it was.
It was nice to get that though.
Mm-hmm. We're just looking for a hammer or another glove now. We have not seen a map check from either yet, so I don't really know what the landscape of these pendants and crystals are. And krelbel was behind in escape, stopping to kill those rats, but you know, having gotten those bombs, pulling a little bit ahead here.
Yep, and the stun prize was 20 rubies as well.
There's Bombos. There's a cape, so this could very well be an Agaseed. And SirLinkalot opting to go to the well first, which is the faster check to do without the bombs.
Yep, and looking, we're going to go to Bottle Vendor just for another heart container. SirLinkalot is really not wanting to spend those 50 rubies.
Well, you don't want to... If you don't have to.
Yeah, no, and I get that.
I mean, you don't have to, but, you know, it's faster than most other things.
I myself have done this enough times where I've...
There's just bombs back there.
That's just insane.
Oh, that stinks. All right.
That's when you wish you could tell SirLinkalot, don't go into the back of well.
En casa de pollo con tres bombas.
Oh,
all the bombs are hidden behind other bombs in this. That's how you like that.
Yeah. I think the only one that didn't have bombs was Blind's Hut.
Right? That's basura. Oh, if you're SirLinkalot. If you're krelbel, you're like, whatever. Whatever. SirLinkalot is going to be very happy with this find over here. Replenishment.
I would drop a bomb in anger right there.
Nah. Why waste your resources? It's wasteful. Don't do that.
Because this game will always give you shit tons more, way more bombs when you don't need them.
Language. And nothing on the library today. Just the big 20.
I personally, with how the seed would be going, I would be doing a blind race game.
I agree. But this is Valitude. And we're not going back for that anyway, so...
Yep, that was a good...
I guess we're the suckers here today, huh?
Yeah. Every time I don't go check it... Oh, and we're going to probably get a Deaf Mountain play here.
I like this, if only because...
Oh, Houlihan, I think.
Oh, we're on the Houlihan? Okay. The Houlihan through the gray is your preferred method. This is the other method of setting this up. This weird room that was put in from a contest for a contest winner, if I remember correctly.
That's what the rumor is, yeah.
Yeah. That's what it said in... That's what it said in Nintendo Power.
Nintendo's never confirmed it.
Okay. Anyway, I was gonna say I would like a mountain play. Not because there's a lot of checks you can do up there, but because you could like get a complete landscape of the pendants and crystals from there. Speaking of which, that is, I believe that was 2 blue crystals and a red in Tower of Hera.
Yeah, I didn't catch which one was Hera, but there was definitely a 5-6 crystal in one among them.
Yeah, I believe it was Tower of Hera that had the red.
No, Pearl was actually in one of the very first checks in Escape. 20 rubies, piece of heart. You know, the worst thing is they're running out of checks.
Well, we have all of South Shore to do. There's plenty of things to do. We do have a cape and a moon pearl. I expect a lamp to show up in the near future. And then this will just be a solid, logical Agaseed. Usually when you see a cape this early, it's indicative of that kind of thing. We also saw the Ice Rod on Lumberjack, so I think they're going to want to do it anyway. Although, there are 3 pendants in the Dark World, so perhaps not. And then we can have a lot of fun with that one.
Yep. Though I imagine if they see TR is a crystal, they are going to probably go do Aga the moment they can. Though I would wait till the Pegasus boots.
Yeah, I agree. Or at least until maybe you're out of options, or maybe until at least... Yeah, wait until you absolutely positively need it. Or until it can go quickly. Speaking of the Pegasus boots,
yep.
There you go. Nice and early. You'd love to see it.
love to see it, but that also now puts into your mind how close am I to having to do Aga now.
Well, I mean, you have the ice rod on the lumberjack, and I think both runners have that information. There's the lamp.
And they can't get lamp without either Titan's mitts and the flute and the mirror or the book.
Right, so we're seeing some more deviation and routing here.
And this is a piece of heart.
Any Moldorm Cave is... There's the red cane. There's the Titan's bit. So we have our Dark World axes already. So we may get to see that very, very shortly.
Yeah, that's really nice to find the Titan's mitts this early. You think they'll do an out of logic Zora check?
SirLinkalot will probably opt to do that, having over 500. Zora is in logic with the glove.
Or I should say, out of logic, everything else.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, you're going to want to do it that way.
Yeah, and with the Pegasus boots, they can do water walking. There's the powder.
Okay, so we're just finding everything in the beginning of the game. Like, are we going to get to call anything, like, later on? It's just... We're just gonna watch as we're just finding just keys and rupees and bombs and arrows and all the dungeons. We're just finding everything right now. That was gonna happen. Who rolled this Fisher Price nonsense?
And it wasn't me, because if it was me, this would have turned out to be a inverted key sanity enemizer.
I wish you did.
Yeah, we don't know if Ice Rod is required just yet.
We have yet to see a map check in the Dark World, although I imagine they're going to want to learn that information as soon as possible. SirLinkalot is breaking his water walk, doing a hobo here.
Oh. Oh yeah, you can't you still set up water walk from there?
There you can, but for the life of me, I don't know how.
Yeah, and all the times I was learning water walk, I never learned how to do it from Hobo Ledge.
Something to do with like maintaining the state or something, and I just never, I never bothered to ask. Maybe I should have asked.
I'm sure there are YouTube videos out there.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. So what exactly are we missing? We have, all right. So we're missing the lamp, which is on. Well, we're not missing that. That's on what's it called there?
The desert
ledge. Yeah, I'm missing a hammer, a mirror, perhaps relevant medallions, a hookshot, some flippers. So there's still some stuff here which we can have some fun with. But we're quickly just burning through it.
Sadly, the flippers are becoming obsolete quickly unless flipper swamp is required. Because these two will know how to do fake flippers if ice is required. At this point, you literally with the kind of skill is in this tournament, you only need the flippers for swamp at this point.
Pretty much. Hylia Island is nothing.
I'm sure there's something I'm thinking. Oh, and if you don't know how to do splash delete.
But I don't think there's anything on the Zora Ledge didn't have anything.
No, it didn't. I'm just saying, if there's the Cane of Brian.
It's the wrong invincibility item to have there. There we go. So yeah, SirLinkalot did it.
Yep.
He's water walking from that check right now.
We're gonna get the other bonk rock here, though.
I think krelbel already checked this.
I don't know if he did.
He did. I remember it. It was nothing.
Yep, 20 rubies. I don't know where SirLinkalot will go now. I would
probably to the Dark World with those Titan's Mints.
I would aim for the mountain just to get Mountain Cave opened up.
Well, you have a Fire Rod, and you have Moon Pearl, Titan's Mitt, sizable amount of health. So, Skull Woods is probably a good idea. Let's see what we got here. Turtle Rock is a crystal.
Yep, Ice Rod is needed.
So there we go. That answers that question. And I did not see where the other red crystal was. That I didn't see. I saw that was green pendant in Swamp Palace and the other pendant in Ice Palace, and I did not see where the other red crystal was, but we have all our information.
Yep, definitely an Aga seed now.
Right, because we need that ice rod. Both runners know where it is, so no suspense there. Probably rolling their eyes at it right now, even as they speak.
They're saying commentators curse.
What did I do? It's not a curse. It's not a curse to know where the ice rod is. You know where the ice rod is. You know. It's a curse when you don't know where it is.
No, I mean like as a commentator's curse whenever Aga happens.
Ow.
Or if it's a pedestal seed.
That could still be a thing. Again, I had a map check and I couldn't see where the heck the red crystal was.
At least if it's a fat fairy seed, it's not much of a time sink.
Misery Mire, thank you. Thank you, krelbel, for the elongated check.
Yep, Green Pendant Swamp. So, flippers might not be required.
Might not be, no. The swamp is a pretty dense dungeon.
And like we were saying too, if the swamp is not required, these two will definitely not need flippers.
There's the books. Now we can get our lamp and do Desert Palace.
Yep, and Desert is completable.
Yes.
This is a good fight on SirLinkalot's side.
So far, so good. Out of magic, this might be the commentator's curse everybody was talking about. No hammer to work with, no potions to try to keep my eyes on what's going on in Thieves Town. So at the same time, come on, oh boy. You know, the boss is the room. It's not the boss. It's not the moth here. There you go. Whoa.
Oh, nice job.
There we have a bottle. That's our first bottle.
Yep, sick kid. And it was Red Pendant Moth.
Yes. And the mirror in Thieves Town. The seat is opening up very quickly.
So, was I the only one holding my breath during that moth fight?
No, I'm sure SirLinkalot was also clenching themselves.
I know I did not breathe for that last few seconds. It was down to one heart. That's very true, Hadouken. Mirror and book will now allow a ped check.
I don't expect anything to be on pedestal. We've seen a great density of items already.
Yeah.
It's becoming less and less likely we'll see that.
Yep, the only thing it could be at this point, I think literally it can only be that bow or one of the medallions.
It could be bow, it could be hook shot.
Nope, can't be hook shot.
No, hook shot is Swamp Palace is yeah. Could be a bow. Could be can't be a hammer. Yeah.
It could also be
flute.
mushroom. It could also be mushroom.
Yeah, it could be a fetch quest item like the mushroom.
Which that's the worst kind of item.
Yeah. It's very unlikely Pedestal will have anything today. Probably, if I were krelbel with the, I probably wouldn't even be worrying about it. Skullwoods is only on my radar because I have the fire rod.
Yeah, fire rod early. Skullwoods. Skullwoods is also one of the quickest dungeons in the game if you know how to do it.
Pretty quick, although SirLinkalot is still looking for that second item that is just not showing up.
It's gonna be in the out of the way chest.
Right.
Almost got
and
grabbed. And
there's a master. Yeah, that's a really good pickup for SirLinkalot right there.
Yeah, first check was nothing. Second check was definitely worth coming in here for. Especially as we do know that Aga is required. Having that level 2 sword is definitely a big difference between fighter sword and master sword. And krelbel might not decide to do, and it's a tempered sword on the Bumper Cave.
Alright, we went slightly off script on blind here, so SirLinkalot is going to pick that up.
I don't blame him for going to go grab that.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's only going to be like a 5 to 10 second rerouting.
No, you picked that up. The difference between Master Sword and Temper Sword is so huge that it's definitely worth the time.
Yeah, it's a bigger difference between Master Sword and Knight or Fighter Sword, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is quite the jumping quality. Like it really is only one level, but it's such a significant level. You know, I didn't realize how little money krelbel has had until I saw him walk into this Arrow game here.
3 bombs in C-shape house. Yep, he needed that money for dig game.
Right. Fortunately, he still had 20 left over.
And SirLinkalot is going into Thieves Town now. He's got tempered sword, so he's going to be clearing this a lot quicker.
Also of note, having found that bottle in Skullwoods, there is a mirror in this dungeon, so we have yet to see the Sid Kid turn in, and you need a bottle for that. So we'll get to see what that check is as well.
I think bottle was in Skullwoods, wasn't it?
It was on Mothula.
Okay. Yeah, that was...
There's the hammer. We're running out of stuff to call. We don't have anything left.
I think SirLinkalot missed a check.
No, probably just doing Thieves Town and then routing the rest of it.
Oh, apparently they did the hammer. Or there was an item in basement. Flute being at pedestal, that's really mean.
You know, I wasn't actually counting items in Thieves Town. I had forgotten they went in without the hammer. I had forgotten that.
Yeah, according to chat, there is something in Thieves Town's basement.
It looks like SirLinkalot may be opting to wait for the hammer to complete Thieves Town, and gonna find that in very short order. And just nothing special. Sick kid. Just an insurance co-payment.
Well, he's got money now for a dig game.
Correct.
What was in here? I know there was something here.
This was the book, I believe.
Yep. And we're going to go ahead and get a... We're also going to be able to do Magic Bat while we're here, too.
Yeah, we're going to get this whole sequence out of the way here.
I think that was 3 bombs on the dwarven blacksmiths.
Nothing of note. We are really running short on important items. I think the only things left of any real note are the bow, the hookshot, and the flute. We may not need flippers. Relevant medallions could be a thing, but we are running really, really low on things to call here.
Yep, I would go off and do desert since you can do it right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to terminate both these runners are going to terminate their route at desert. So SirLinkalot may opt to go about face right back into Thieves Town with that hammer.
Yep, my choices I would right now do desert and then Hera after Thieves Town.
Yeah, once you get that lamp off of the desert ledge, your access to Death Mountain is logically open. With that hammer, you have access to pretty much most of Death Mountain with the exception of 75% of Hookshot Cave. What I would do, and this is probably the way to do it, once you beat Desert Palace, that's your time to go do Aga. Because you have the lamp, you have the fire rod, you have the red cane, you have a medallion. So there's a chance you could complete Turtle Rock while you're up there. So you're going to want that ice rod before you go up to the mountain, I think.
Yep, and SirLinkalot is deciding to skip Stumpy in Cave 45. Which he is making the wise choice because Cave 45 had 10 arrows and Stumpy had 3 bombs.
That is going to remain unknown for this moment here.
Linkalot though still has never went and got his hammer.
Get the hammer of the dig game. Oh man.
Yeah, that's a big thing that krelbel has over.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Hey, it's Johnny Two Bombs. How you doing?
What?
Johnny Two Bombs, you know. Johnny Two Bombs, Hype Cave Speakeasy. Throw the house the bomb, go around the back for the secret handshake, and let's have his stuff.
Oh, okay. That's a new one on me. That's why I got lost. I've probably heard it, heard it before, but it flew right over my head. And SirLinkalot is going to see that the lamp is right here.
Yeah, that didn't have that information yet, and
50 rubies on the purple chest, which we already knew.
Yeah.
But we are also going to get a look at Bombo's tablet before krelbel goes into the desert.
Nothing there.
Oh, he's only got fighter sword.
Right, because didn't go into Skullwoods and didn't check the bumper cave.
Yeah.
So both runners are missing something that the other have. Although yep. I wonder which one is more significant right now.
I would honestly say tempered sword is much more significant difference
than the hammer.
Yeah, because right now they can't open up a lot of stuff. Well, yeah, they can. What am I talking about? Don't listen to the crazy guy behind the microphone, please.
Hey, they'll listen to me if they please. Speak for yourself.
I meant the other crazy guy.
Dog, what do you know about my other personality? Let's see if SirLinkalot does remember that the other item is on land, though, which is something that is often forgotten in Ambrosia.
Yep, I forgot about that. I love when you find the first 2 items in Eastern, though, in Ambrosia. Before you even get to the big chest.
In a non-Ambrosia seed, it drives me crazy because I'm always trying to make that play, to have the last item be on the boss, and then Math says I should be 50% of the time satisfied with my decision, but it doesn't seem to be working out that way. However, may not need to worry about it in this seed.
Yeah, I've driven my mentor in the mentor tournament insane a few times by skipping the back rooms in Eastern and going straight to Armos nights.
I do that a lot. You know why? Because I hate that check.
Well,
it's so boring.
I have been right 9 out of the 10 times I've done it.
I hate you. Anyway, we're gonna see Lambelis here.
You don't hate me. You love me.
Do I? I don't know. I barely know you. I know you enough to hate you. There.
Okay, you don't hate. You don't dislike.
Don't tell me what I like. We meatloafed it.
Now he'll get it now.
There you go.
Yeah, GT is required for this seed. Just 10 arrows on land mold.
That's the first crystal for SirLinkalot, having walked by Thieves Town.
Hopefully, when he goes after
krelbel also meatloafed it.
Yep, but he got a fire rod off. He still haven't. Is he going to Thieves Town or is he going to Death Mountain now?
I don't know. Probably Death Mountain.
I would go the mountain route right now.
Yeah, won't be able to do very much without that hammer.
Nope, he's going.
Yeah, we're going to Death Mountain.
When he turned around like that, I thought he was going to Kakariko.
Didn't get that, did SirLinkalot not look at Lumberjack? I didn't even know that. I thought they both looked.
I could have sworn they did, but maybe he wanted a reassurance on what it was.
Maybe.
Better to double check what it is, than make a Aga play that you didn't need.
Yeah, it looks like krelbel is doing exactly that. Going up, getting that ice rod, knowing it's necessary. Having everything that's needed for this dungeon.
Yep, the only crappy part is doing fighter sword. I guess you got the hammer and the fire rod, but
yeah, there's plenty of equipment that krelbel has to get through this with a little difficulty.
Yeah, the fire rod literally you can use the fire rod the entire time and still not use up all your magic if you're careful.
Still a pain in the neck, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, resource management is like, eh. So SirLinkalot is going to Tower of Hera, and we'll have to terminate there unless there's a hookshot in Tower of Hera. Just a blue blocker on Spectacle Rock.
Red bottle on the inside of Spectacle Rock, meaning he's probably not going to go get that.
Shut you up, huh?
Apparently, I'm starting to think these runners are listening to us. They're like, okay, we're not getting that. Okay, let's do that.
There's being contrarian on purpose. Yeah. How dare they? What's wrong with them? Don't they know who we are? They probably don't know who we are.
They might know who I am. I'm the infamous one who was being told I should be burned at the stake for predicting all the item locations in a race.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they were saying burn the witch in the chat.
Wow, that's harsh. Have we learned nothing? Have we learned nothing from Salem?
Hey, I didn't take offense to it. I was laughing.
Casually laugh off the lynching immolation. Okay. Hey, we're gonna get Ether Tablet. Cool.
Yep. And who wants to bet it's gonna be the Butter Sword?
Nope.
That would have been funny.
It would have. But you would have been wrong. You were wrong instead.
Hammer was in digging game.
Oh boy, a small key. Don't you love it?
Oh, that's always an ugly sight, seeing the small key right there.
And okay.
Okay, oh, that's even worse, the compass.
Go down, suck it up.
Yep, there's no quick way to do this
Nope.
next part.
It's even more insult to injury, knowing that the second item is going to be on Moldor.
Yeah. No, the only thing that would have sucked more is if Trolldorm had the item, or the first item,
yeah,
and the basement had the other.
All right, so on your screen, you're seeing the most boring thing in the entire video game, and also Tile Room in Tower of Hera.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. I'd rather go watch paint or dry or grass grow.
This is honestly the worst part of an Agaseed. This fight is so boring!
I know, it's like, at least Aga 2 is a little bit more interesting.
Yes, it is a lot more interesting. It's actually my favorite boss fight in the game. It's amazing what a couple of extra copies can do for that. It's like pool. Yeah. It's like playing pool.
It does help, too, that you cannot... there's no set pattern to the boss, either.
Yeah. Versus Aga 1, which is like, hey, you ever play tennis with a wall? That's fun.
Yeah.
Spoilers, the wall's going to win.
There's the flute, so flute on pedestal is not a thing.
Really? We found the flute in Tower of Hera? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. We know. All right, what's left? Hookshot and bow? Okay. Okay, there's still hope for this seed to be interesting. Still hope.
Nah, it'll be here.
Both of them? It's gonna be the hook bow. The hook bow is on Moldor. Let's go. Let's go, hook bow. That'd actually be a cool item, though. Like, wouldn't it? Just a blue blocker. All right.
No, I meant that the bow was going to be on here. Ether or Quake could still be on pedestal, or people are saying.
Yeah, but Naira, what about the hook bow?
That would be an awesome weapon. Also, it's Nira, but
Nira, my bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I confirmed this with you before the race, and I still got it wrong.
I'm not mad, trust me. I'm not one of those who get mad about name pronunciations.
You should get mad. Get angry.
Okay, fine. How dare you do that?
There you go. That's right. Get angry. Stay mad. I messed your name up. You don't.
I can't.
Who does he think he is? Comes to my commentary gig. Taking my thunder here. So this flute, as convenient as it is to have, I think is gonna deter SirLinkalot even further from actually finding what he needs. Unfortunately, just skipping that hammer in the dig game for reasons undetermined.
And krelbel just got his master sword out of Skullwoods.
And we'll probably get the tempered sword at the bumper ledge here. I thought SirLinkalot was gonna do it.
We missed Mothula, or did krelbel decide not to do it?
Just decided not to do it after finding Master Sword. Probably just wanted the one item out of Skullwoods and didn't want to bother doing it.
Nope, that was Ether on required for Misery Mire.
Okay. So we're gonna need Ether then. Alright, and there's the Ice Rod for krelbel. And I believe is going back for that tempered sword, or else a save and quit would have happened.
I don't blame him for going back for tempered.
Oh, no, never mind. A krelbel hasn't been up the mountain yet.
There's Ether.
Key on the doorstep, huh? Key under the doormat. Let's go. All right.
Oh! And
Ow. Not cool.
Oh, that is such a painful...
Oh, and look, this is where you're starting to. Oh, that stinks. Ah!
Yeah, at that point, it's not worth going back for the sword unless you're
It
gonna
is. Trust me, it still is. It still is. That's the sad part.
Seeing how you're going to go to Graveyard Ledge eventually, that's when you would go back for it.
I'm honestly surprised that krelbel didn't opt to do that right here at the time. That would have been the perfect time to go to Graveyard Ledge.
And SirLinkalot is going in the mire.
You know what? Not going to find the hammer here. So skipping dig game was definitely a decision. And an intentional decision at that, because of how that route went for SirLinkalot.
Yep.
We opted to do the full Smith chain, but skipped Stumpy and dig game along the way. I don't even think he's been to Hype Cave yet.
Yep, and so far not doing Stumpy, Hype Cave, or Cave 45 actually was wise choice, because all three of those places had nothing in them.
At the expense of getting the hammer out of dig game, though. Let's see here. This is I don't know if either of the runners can hover, so this may not have a required hook shot. And as we go further and further into the seed, it looks like flippers will absolutely not be necessary unless there's a bow in Swamp Palace.
Yep, which, if that's the case, the flippers could still be on pedestal.
No, because of Ice Palace, that can't happen.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Ignore the crazy person again that just said that.
Hey, what'd I tell you about that?
We're both crazy. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Would you call him crazy? Everyone else is crazy, and they're trying to steal my magic beans. Also, I prefer the term howling mad. There's Quake, so all medallions are taken care of, and the sea just gets more boring. By the way, if you ever feel useless, just remember the time there's bombs in Graveyard Ledge. Just remember that moment, and then, you know, realize you're more valuable than that.
Looks like, oh yeah, well, they did pick up the one item, so Vitreous does have the final item.
Yes.
Gotta remember that about the Ambrosia.
Yeah, saving a bit of time here. It looks like I wonder if SirLinkalot is gonna have a go mode hammer.
Yeah, that's like one of the worst items to have for go mode. I've had go mode lamp before. Because I don't know how to. I am not comfortable with Dark Room, Misery Mire, or Turtle Rock.
That's understandable. But for Turtle Rock, once you find the switch in Turtle Rock, all you have to do is just get back on the platform and hold left. That's it. If you hold left, you'll eventually get onto the platform you need to get onto. You find the switch, you hold left, and you'll get out of the room.
The first switch is the problem.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the second switch, I have its path memorized.
You just hold left.
And are we gonna get? Yep, we are going to get dash strats.
We don't have a bow, so this is going to take a little bit of extra. Oh, don't use the mirror. No, no. Get off. I'm getting anxiety just from looking at this. Both runners are opting to get that potion, which is... Oh, there you go. Okay. But krelbel is setting up a bomb jump here. And looks good. Got it. All right, nice. Nicely done.
You know, despite Linkalot not getting the hammer, he's still in the lead.
Well, from the crystal standpoint, yes, and may depending on what's still out there, may actually just bottleneck to it. There's not that many things left that can be checked.
He's going to Aga.
Yeah, that's what this looks like. There's all of Palace of Darkness, and we have yet to see Eastern Palace. So I wonder if SirLinkalot will have to do those. I doubt that's going to happen before Hype Cave and Dig Game and all that jazz.
Yep.
But it could be.
He also, SirLinkalot also has Fat Fairy. But he needs the hammer, or he's got to do the bomb dupe.
Not necessarily. After Aga, that opens up via the mirror.
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. I'm used to doing it via the hammer still.
Yeah, but I do love that bomb dupe strat. That is awesome.
Yep, that's something somewhere on my list I have to learn sometime.
Here we go. We've seen a complete role reversal from our runners here. SirLinkalot now in Castle Tower, while krelbel is in Hera Basement.
Yep.
So the tides have turned. The tables, how the turntables have come full circle. Time is a flat circle. Things are reaching reciprocity. Yeah, that's the word, right? I made that up. Actually, I think that was Ultimate Warrior. But surprising that krelbel didn't actually opt to just go do the rest of Death Mountain. May have been able to get a Herapod over here if a hookshot is in Paradox Cave or something.
Nah, I think hookshot's gonna be in Thieves Town Big Chest.
Oh boy, that's a spicy guess. Wouldn't that be something? That would put SirLinkalot straight ahead. I don't think krelbel is going to get back there anytime soon.
And SirLinkalot almost gave me a stroke there by stopping on the mirror for a few seconds.
I mean, he was on the mirror for the entirety of the Vitreous fight.
Yeah, well, I've done that before too by accident. I thought krelbel.
We all have.
I thought krelbel was gonna bomb jump there for a second.
It looks like he thought about it and then slapped himself in the forehead and was like, "Oh yeah, duh, it's Ambrosia." Boink.
I do like the fact that krelbel is using the key sanity tracker though, to keep track of what keys he has.
Was not aware of that. Sometimes you got to do that. That could be important for something like Ice Palace, like the Ice Palace key logic, especially. We'll never see Ice Palace anyway, but the Ice Palace key logic can determine whether or not the hookshot will or will not be in Ganon's tower. But since Ice Palace is a pendant here, that is completely irrelevant. Incredible. Finishing up Tower Hera here. We'll probably go to the rest of Death Mountain and knocking out Turtle Rock right after. Looking for a bow and maybe hookshot if we don't know how to hover. And that Dead Rock is a jerk.
Dead Rock's the worst enemy in the game. Can I go fight Trolldorm 10 times instead of dealing with one Dead Rock?
I'd fight 5 Trolldorms at once. That sounds awesome. I want to do that. I want to fight that fight. That sounds great.
I said 10.
Oh, that's even better. Let's do it.
And I wasn't meaning at the same time.
I am.
If I was going to do it that way, I need the cape, thank you very much.
On a Swiss cheese platform. Make it happen, rando developers.
Please don't.
Super Animizer. Let's go.
I thought that was what the Hell Animizer was that Andy Lasso did a couple of years ago.
12 Moldorms, same arena, Swiss cheese platform.
Yeah, don't forget the ice.
Yes! Ice physics. No, ice physics on half of the blocks. Alright, now we got a first question mark of the seed.
5 rubies. And 300. Oh, SirLinkalot, are you finally going to go do the dig game and stop giving us many strokes because of it?
Good question.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Because he's going.
All I know is that my gut says maybe.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Like, he is going to Dark World.
Well, he has nothing left. There's nothing left for SirLinkalot.
There is,
with the exception of an Ice Palace break, and we know Hammer it locks a lot of that dungeon, so that's a faulty play right there. We're going to where are we going? Okay.
Do not go to Thieves Town. Do not go to Thieves Town.
All right, this looks like it. Looks like this is gonna be it.
Yeah. What if there is something they need in the basement of Thieves Town?
Well, there you go. All right.
I doubt Krelbel's gonna come back for that right away.
Right. That totally. I'll have to ask SirLinkalot about this particular thing later.
I bet you he is kicking himself right now.
Did actually manage to get a lot of progression without it.
Yeah.
So
but,
it would be a lot more of a problem if SirLinkalot wasn't advancing the game as well as looking for that. But having done Misery Mire, having gotten the Ice Rod, having been bottlenecked to it was quite advantageous. So probably not as much as you may think, but still probably like, why didn't I do this earlier? I'll have to ask him about it later.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Where are you going? Why are you not going? Oh, he's gonna go check Cave 45 and Stumpy.
Yeah. Why not go right to Thieves Town? I don't know. This is I'm worried that maybe SirLinkalot might have mismarked Thieves Town as a pendant.
Oh, let's hope not.
That could be a thing, or perhaps hoping to go mode Thieves Town.
Turn left, turn left.
Well, we got a flute, so getting back there is pretty...
He's going to Fat Fairy.
Ah, yes. Yeah, probably doing that.
Nope, he's going to Bombos.
How many ways can we both be wrong?
Let's see here. How many are we at now? I think we're at like 15 so far.
You were counting? That was rhetorical!
I'm taking a guess. He might be
trying for Bombos.
He might be just trying to get to trying to clear out as many items as he can and just go with full clear dungeons, or just clear dungeons as he goes.
Perhaps.
Because I do that with Swamp. Like, if I'm in go mode with Swamp, I literally just head to the back.
Yeah, as do we all.
Yep, he didn't do Hype Cave, and he's gonna find out there is absolutely nothing in here.
Now you go to Thieves Town, right?
I do like the bunny sprite for krelbel.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't recognize it.
It was a skull, I think it was.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm actually not sure what sprites either of them are using. I don't recognize either of these characters.
That's SirLinkalot is Mifa from Breath of the Wild, and I don't know krelbel's.
The Palace of Darkness has not been touched.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. They could go. up to Hyrule Castle like this.
Yeah, this is how you unlock it with just the mirror. I had a fun scene not too long ago where the hammer was in this check here in Pyramid. We got a vanilla sword.
What?
The hammer was in this this check right here. And that's actually how I learned how to bomb dupe.
I think I called that race.
It was a ladder seat, so I doubt it. Anyway, there's the bow. Now we are looking for a hook shot, or we're hoping for a hover. So this, I'm glad I'm not playing this one.
Also, Krelbel's is a custom sprite.
I see. Okay. Well, let's see how krelbel follows the rest of the seed here. May opt to just if krelbel just stops checking things altogether, then it looks like we may get a hover out of this.
Yep. Looks like we're gonna go back in the Thieves Town on SirLinkalot side.
About time.
Yes. Now we can breathe easy again. Though I don't envy these guys for being on green mail deep in the game.
They got plenty of health.
Yeah, but that doesn't really mean anything when it comes to Ganon.
They just don't get hit. There's plenty of ways of not getting hit. They got cape. You got high-level swords, so push through the phases. Yeah, that'll be all right.
I know. I was about to say, guarantee if I can get through the first 3 phases of Ganon without getting hit, I think these guys can.
Yeah.
Actually, I could go through almost the entirety of Ganon's fight without getting hit if I have silvers. If I don't got silvers, I'll get hit several times.
Oh, okay. This is spicy. Yep. I think krelbel is confident enough in his ability to skip Moldorm 2 in order to just be in go mode, because that last check was either he's counting items and he knows that the last item is on Trinex, or this is just a straight up go mode play.
I think he's missing an item. I think he found the compass, if I remember correctly. I know the last, there's always an item guaranteed on the boss, but
Yes. Probably was counting items.
this is the pessimist part of me saying that he might have forgotten something.
There's the small key, so SirLinkalot probably do this big chest right about now.
Yep. And if this is the hook shot,
It is not. No.
it was a sink heart though.
Yeah, no need to worry from krelbel here. Krelbel is safe from that chest.
That is horrifying though if it would have been something like the hook shot though.
Oh, it would have been spicy. I mean, we found everything else.
Yep. With that though, I would definitely say krelbel is by far in the lead though at this point.
Right. We're gonna see. All right. Since krelbel looks like to be checking other stuff, it looks like a hover is not in the, or a Moldorm bounce is not in the cards here, which is, perfectly fine. Means we'll get some extra. Means this is a hookshot hunt. This has turned into a hookshot hunt.
Yep, and it is just 3 bombs. Hookshot could be on the first check, still in Hookshot Cave, though.
Correct. We're also missing Spike Cave. We have not been inside Eastern Palace or Palace of Darkness yet. Catfish is still in play. Now the runner have checked Catfish.
I have found the Hookshot in here before.
Well, I found it, yes, yesterday, in fact.
There's the blue man.
There you go.
Did his outfit just turn red when he put the blue mail on?
Hey, custom sprites, right?
True.
Not opting to check Spike Cave.
Interesting call there. Is he going to Thieves Town, maybe?
I imagine this would be a Meyer play after activating the flute.
Oh yeah, he's not activated that yet.
Right. It's a long time up Death Mountain.
SirLinkalot is going to Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
He might check Spike Cave, though, while he's up here.
Perhaps. Probably hoping he doesn't have to. We could also be going to Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace.
Very true. Oh, he's not checked Sick Kid.
Correct.
But it'll, of course, be nothing.
$20 co-payment. Which is pretty good insurance, if you ask me.
Yeah. $20 co-payment and anything is a nice deal.
Alright, this is Meyer. I guess Meyer could potentially be fast. Oh, he needs to know the medallion requirement.
Which he's got. Oh wait,
right.
no, he needs.
Well, he got the information. That's what I thought you meant.
Oh yeah, but Ether's in here. Is
right.
in the checkerboard. Baby.
Checkerboard. Key under the doormat, as they say.
Yep. When the doormat's about 500 feet from the door.
Metaphor.
What is SirLinkalot? Oh, he's going to check that.
Yeah, doing Paradox Cave. Well, seeing a lot of recursion here. Just checking things that have already been checked. Doing things that have already been done. Once we get to Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace, then we can start worrying about the hookshot. Do you think flippers are in Ganon's Tower?
No.
No?
I think there'll be an Ice Palace. Or not Ice Palace,
Palace of Darkness?
yeah.
Okay. I mean, they could be. Did we? I don't think we found anything locked behind the flippers in this seed.
Nope. Zora, Waterfall Cave, all that stuff was useless.
Yeah.
Nearly every single check that required flippers or gave the flippers in the initial stuff was useless in this seed.
Well, on the bright side, no, there's no bright side to the flippers at all. There's no bright side to the flippers at all in this seed.
Do we actually need the hook shot?
Not technically if there's a hover or a Moldorm bounce in the cards.
Oh, that's true. And these two might be capable of doing it.
I believe a krelbel was capable or thought was confident in his ability to do it, then would not be stopping to make checks. Or actually, you know what? Having known that Misery Meyer is Ether, is fully aware that hookshot is the last item that could get any mileage whatsoever. So I guess now would be the time to see if Krelbel continues to make some checks here.
Yeah, you can get bounced across by Troll Dorm and a bomb jump, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an elaborate setup that requires a little luck, or a lot of luck, but it's possible.
Yep, and Troll Dorm does not like to be helpful.
No. There's successful Spooky. we'll not have a lot of magic for this Vitreous, but we'll have a bow.
Yep. But looks like he's gonna go with spin slashes first. He needs to be careful though.
We do have a red potion, so
Vitreous does a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the optimal way to do this is to step on the acid and take a heart of damage and damage boost the rest of it, so you don't get the eyeball damage.
Yep. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
one of the few bosses in this game that doesn't get one-shotted by the silver arrow.
X2.
Yep.
That eye is meaty.
The other boss, of course, being Ganon.
This is also true. Okay, so I believe that Krelbel only got one item out of Misery Mire, and that was the one on Vitreous, because I'm pretty sure the other one was Quake, which is not at all necessary for this. So let's see. I'm going to pay very close attention to how he decides to route this Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace. Gonna need to route it quite clearly and fully for wherever the big key is. So won't be very much deviation for Go mode Palace of Darkness here. So it may not be recognizable, but as soon as we find that big key, we'll know.
Yeah, he's definitely in Go mode mindset, and I don't blame him, because if he can't he might be positive he'll find the hook shot somewhere in here.
Yeah, hookshot is potentially in Ganon's tower. It is logically sound.
The only worst thing that could happen here for them, though, is
Flippers.
the fact that the flippers.
Yeah.
That will call into question then, is the hook shot in Ganon's tower, or is it going to be in Ice Palace or Swamp? And just because I've learned Icebreaker, I would go hit Ice Palace first before I do Swamp.
Not to mention the fact that Swamp is a much slower check without the hookshot.
Yeah. You can literally only do the front end of Swamp with the...
By the way, shoutouts to our tracker, Lady Laura Linda, pointing out that neither runner has used the shovel.
Ooh. That's very true. Thank you for that, Lady Laura.
Yeah. While you're at it, be sure to give both our runners here a follow. There's both two excellent runners putting on a great show for you today. Really entertaining, and give us a follow while you're at it. Me being Tijo Maelstrom and Nero Lightshine.
Yep. I lost my train of thought again.
Choo-choo.
The bow was in Mimic Cave, right?
Correct. Which
Okay,
I think SirLinkalot is about to go pick up.
Yep.
If hookshot is just in here, life is boring, right? Like, we want to see a spicy hookshot.
Yeah, I want to see Hookshot be in one of the pendants.
We have... Let's see. Skullwoods is empty. We know there's a bottle and a sword in there. We have yet to touch Ice Palace or Swamp Palace, but we have had no reason to touch either.
Well, if krelbel can do the bounce, I don't blame him for doing that.
Yeah.
Like, all the more power to you if you can do some of these absurd things.
Yeah.
Guarantee I used to think Icebreaker was on the list of absurd things I would never do.
There is the other possibility that the hookshot is locking the big key inside of Ganon's Tower in general, in which case a series of bonks with the boots and bomb jumps will be required. It looks like he's just charging straight on through because items are being skipped. Unless, again, we were counting items and there was something in the big chest. I'm very bad about this kind of thing.
No, he doesn't got all items.
Alright, cool.
Well, he does, but like, I get. Never mind. Ignore me.
You talking to that crazy person again?
Yep.
SirLinkalot doing a quick menu to verify that the last item is on Shrine X.
300 rubies.
Big bucks, no whammy.
No, if you're ever not confident in your abilities, it's always good to use that money to get blue bottle.
Well, we don't have any half magic. Krelbel will not be getting that gold sword, but probably won't need it. Might be prudent to pick up 1 or 2 just for the safety of having enough magic in case you exhaust your supply. Always a horrible thing when you run out and by the time you need it. I've had it happen. It sucks and it's no fun. That's actually a good point, Ricky. That if a bomb jump is a Moldorm bounce is in the cards here, buying some bomb upgrades will be pretty good. That might take a while to set up. Of course, a hookshot will just completely invalidate that entirely.
Yep. Doesn't happen often that you find the hookshot in GT.
Almost never.
Yeah, usually one of the dungeons that require it is, or the one dungeon that does require it is usually among the ones you do.
Yeah, this is a circumstance you rarely see, where both Ice Palace and Swamp Palace, both dungeons, pretty much the only dungeons that have any sort of logic attached to the hookshot at all, besides for Ganon's Tower, both of them are pendants. And thus not at all required.
3 bombs. SirLinkalot is going into head to Eastern and Pod now.
This Pod Big Key is being quite uncooperative.
It'll probably be in dark rooms.
Well, we know it's in the back now. You know, I forgot that SirLinkalot hadn't done this yet.
I think either of them have done it.
I know Krelbel has done it. Nice half magic.
Yep.
Very timely.
If you have to ever do Silverless Ganon, you always want to have the half magic.
Yeah, it's much more preferable to have than not to have. Oh, good, a mushroom.
Fetch quest. Love the fetch quests happening when we don't have to do them.
Might be something you can, if you're gonna get potions, you could, you can turn that in as well as, buy your potion, see what's over there. It might be a hookshot. It might be. It might be junk. It's probably junk.
If Krelbel is not gonna do, if Krelbel's gonna do the bounce, I don't imagine he's gonna be. I imagine he's gonna not be worried.
Well, there it is. Just put all those fears to rest, because we are solidly go mode now.
Yep.
Just sitting right here in Palace of Darkness, huh? All right.
Yep. And
It's a shame. I really wanted to see that in Ganon's Tower.
Pod is not only was Hookshot our go mode item, but Pod was our go mode dungeon.
Yes. The very last dungeon. Krelbel is probably very relieved that will not that Molten Bounce will not be necessary.
Yeah. This race might literally come down to who can do GT better, though. Because right now, SirLinkalot is 2 dungeons behind.
Right. Eastern Palace, that big key was in the dark room, if I remember correctly. So that's going to take a little bit longer than it normally would if that key were in a better place. Oh, this is Krelbel's race to lose.
Why did SirLinkalot go around the long way around? Oh, is he looking for silvers? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting my runners mixed up right now. I'm getting mixed up who is doing what.
I mean, we're both in pod, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There's a 25% chance to key dash that door. Do it. Go for it.
I'm surprised he's not doing the sword buffering.
When you have a tempered sword, it's not necessary.
Geez, that was a Helmasaur was deciding it was going to be fast tonight. And just the blue meringue on the Helmasaur. That's
delicious.
So good that SirLinkalot, when he gets the big key, does not mirror. Yeah, I'm going with 22 as well.
22 what?
22
I'm going with 90.
chest.
I'm going with 99 left balloons.
Like, my guess is always 22 after I called the race that had it tile room not be number 22. It was like number 4.
That's great. There are ways to read that and suss that out. Like if you are doing like a Dark Magician strat and you found like a bunch of keys on the left side, and you have like 4 keys going into Hope Room and don't find any keys in there, then something about the key logic says that, you know, maybe this thing could probably be in Tile Room. Yep. I don't pretend to understand that one.
I tend to do Tile Room just because every time I don't check Tile Room, that's exactly where the big key is.
By the way, if you don't know what we're talking about, there is a game in the randomizer community where you can guess a number 1 through 22 to see where the Ganon's Tower big key will be in a series of checks that we are looking for in order to climb the tower.
Yep, you get imaginary internet points for doing this too.
It's just a fun little silly thing. Everyone likes to do it.
Yep, and I'm the kind of mean person that likes to see all 22 checks checked. So.
All right, let's go to the videotape.
He's going right side.
Right to Hope Room.
Why is it called Hope Room?
Because you hope the big key is in here.
Nope. Small key.
We can do the right side, the compass room, with this small key.
Oh, this would be ugly if Big Key is going to turn out to be on the torch.
Not that ugly. Krelbel is so far ahead, I don't think it'll even matter.
No, it won't, but...
He's a full dungeon ahead. And checking this does not take as long as a full clear of Eastern Palace.
50 rubies, 50 rubies.
Big money in Compass Room.
Oh, that's a good way to do that. I've never thought about doing that room like that.
Yeah, like ledges in this game are very generous.
Sometimes. And there's sticky bombs on the ledge, or on the torch.
Not today.
Or 320.
That was check number 11.
We're at 12.
Still nothing.
Our dream's alive for 22 still.
It's not going to be there.
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
Oh, that's how you get the iframes on that room.
Yeah, just stand on the block.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why it never occurred to me to do it that way. There's 13. 22, if they check tile room, would be after Ice Armos, isn't it?
Yeah. That is, 22 is typically tile room. Typically. Nice red mail. There's the flippers!
I would just for measure drop a bomb in that.
Why? That's the perfect place for flippers to be. Why would you drop a bomb in that? That's great.
Because I have 9 bombs to waste.
Now I lost count. Where are we at?
We're at 15, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Listen to the non-crazy. Listen to me.
There are no non-crazy people in here.
Very true.
High five.
There's 18. We might actually be looking at 22.
No, we're not.
Because that was 18 that just was looked at.
At this point, I'd probably stop using arrows for this fight. Alright, just enough to get through the mimic rooms.
19.
Ah!
Darn it. You know what would have been funny is if that last chest was silver arrows.
Yes, it would have been funny, which is why Krelbel opened it.
Darn it, we were so close to
Alright, so
22.
check number 20. Who's our winner today? I don't know if anybody gets 20. No, nobody gets 20. Nobody wins. Everybody loses.
Adalor won apparently because he was the closest.
No, that is not Price is Right. You do not play by those rules here today. I hate those rules. Get it right or you get out. I'm sorry. Did that come across as mean? That was mean. I apologize for that.
I think somebody needs a nap.
I took a nap before this, remember? Remember, I almost slept through this. Inside baseball, everybody.
I wasn't meaning you. I was meaning me.
Oh, okay. That's different then.
Guarantee it is nearly 8 p.m. here, so.
I also might need a nap. That might be this. Two things can be true. Probably setting up, there, check this out. Big spins.
That was the good attack.
Probably conserving magic, not having a potion. Well, not meatloafing the fight this time.
Not having silvers either, so.
Yeah. Alright, so SirLinkalot is entering Ganon's tower at a significantly later time.
Yep, he's going the same route that krelbel did.
Right, not going to the right side, so may actually save a little time, but krelbel is just plowing on through here.
Yep, those moblins though were bullying him a little bit. Thankfully, though, there are magic refill spots all over the later parts of the GT.
Right. We don't need to worry about that. In fact, as early as the next room, top right.
Man, he's not going to grab it.
Nah, don't need it. Get the other one on the later checks.
Yeah, with half magic, as long as you can do this efficiently, you do not need magic until right before get Aga 2.
Still checking for silvers.
Yep, don't blame him.
I imagine they have to be in a pendant dungeon. Just straight up, right?
There'll be in the chest. There'll be that, or they'll be in the chest right after Trulldorm.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I have too. I've found the butter sword there before too.
Oh yeah.
Or half magic.
Oh, nice key at the top of the tower. Real nice. That's great.
Yeah, thanks, game.
Yeah.
Now, it looks like Trulldorm was being nice today.
Let's see how nice. Well, we were so worried about this earlier. In fact, I think we spent like half the seed worrying about that particular room, huh? with how long it took us to get to the hook shot, and now that it's over, it feels like kind of like a fever dream, you know?
Yep. And SirLinkalot getting the flippers. Ironic that he has to get flippers when he's doing a Zora sprite.
Absolutely hilarious that flippers are there. Absolutely hilarious.
I just find it funny that Zora needs flippers. I know it's still Link, but...
Oh, the sprite! You mean the sprite. I get it now. Okay.
Yeah, that's like a bird needing
Or the birdfish.
or a bird needing the paraglider to float.
Oh, okay. Did we ever find the hook bow?
No. Sadly, no such thing exists yet. Randomizer creators, make us a hook bow.
Hook bow.
You guys were able to create these insane seeds and stuff, and some custom stuff too.
I don't even know how it
should be.
Right. I don't even know how it would be functionally different than a hook shot. Oh, SirLinkalot. Well, oh man, if krelbel weren't already on Ganon, I'd be a little nervous for SirLinkalot. These arrows are in very, very, very short supply right here.
Yeah. make
Big
us
question.
make us the bomb missiles from Link's Awakening. I remember those. Where you combine the bombs and the bow. Sadly, I don't think I think if I remember correctly, they aren't available. You can't do that in the remaster.
Want Palace. Sir not appearing in this film.
Yeah.
With flippers where they were? Not gonna happen. That's filthy, by the way.
$10. There's the silvers as well. We're gonna be on Argus.
Yeah. Well, actually, I want to play this seed myself later just to see exactly where they were. I'm not that interested. My time is valuable.
I guarantee you they're going to be on Argus or left side, right chest.
Yeah.
Or right side, or left side, right chest. Or
yeah. Either way, we're not getting them. No matter where they are. Not happening.
Yep.
Thanks for nothing, Silver Arrows.
And Ganon is down.
Alright, well, now we just have to cross an OSHA violation, and krelbel will take game 2 of this, and I believe that is 2 consecutive for krelbel. So it's your GG's in chat for krelbel coming in with an official racetime.gg time of 1:35:51.
Good game there, krelbel.
Yeah, quite a good race.
And I think that means he's moving on unless it's best 3 out of 5.
I don't believe it is, and we got a forfeit from SirLinkalot.
No, they never check catfish. At this point, catfish would be either something useless or the bug catching net.
Yeah, pretty much every other item has been accounted for.
And looks like we have krelbel in the chat with us now. Hey krelbel, good game there.
Hello, yes, GG, thank you. Oh man, I'm moving on to the final 4.
Hey, congratulations.
I feel so good. Oh man. Yeah, I think this seed went pretty well for me. I feel good about it overall. I had one dumb overworld death to murder dactyls, but aside from that, it felt pretty good. I was a little afraid of it. It looked like this was heading into a Moldorm skip seed, and I can't hover, and I'm super rusty on my Moldorm bound, so I was terrified of that. But then fortunately the hookshot showed up in pod kind of on the way.
It was very, very possible that that hookshot could be in Ganon's tower, and we actually predicted that's where it would be, considering the structure of the crystals and pendants in the seed. So glad you had that anxiety alleviated for that. This seed was pretty much like very, very rapid fire with these items, getting a lot of stuff out of Sphere 1. Just straight up connect the dots. Very, very. I don't want to say linear, but
it was pretty linear.
Things like very much on the beaten path. Ice Rod sitting on Lumberjack, which I think is actually not that terrible. It's better to know where it is. Yeah,
that was interesting because Hammer was a little bit late, and I was definitely not happy to find it immediately after leaving an item in the Thief's big chest.
Yeah,
I was scared about that and tempted to go back in, but then thinking, no, you gotta take the gamble. Same reason I left the second item on Mothula.
The Mothula was a bottle, and Zankheart was in the big chest in Thief's Town.
Yeah. Where was the fourth sword?
In Vanilla.
No, Pyramid. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was considering turning that in on my way to Eastern and Pod, but then again figured no, I kind of committed to the play of just clear out the last 2 crystal dungeons and then rush GT, and
Right.
see if the hookshot is just there. Just
Hope you
take
find
that
it along the
gamble.
way. Yeah.
Yeah,
What was your thoughts when you found the flippers so late in the game?
I was terrified. I think I'm glad my stream was on mute because I said some very colorful language because I was hoping that that Linkalot might have found the flippers in one of those checks that I isolated and followed them to be distracted by checks in Ice Palace and Swamp that I got to skip, and
Yeah.
I was hoping that would have saved me a whole bunch of time. And then they showed up in GT, and I realized, oh nope, that not finding flippers couldn't have possibly saved me any time there, and that's when I really started getting scared and staring at the at the race room,
Yeah.
terrified.
How about your reaction to Ether being where it was?
Oh yeah, that was definitely a surprise. I was that was one of the kind of moments that really kind of forced me to think on my feet because I had all of Eastern and Pod left, and the density play said no, you could just do those first, and then if you find go mode there, then you could go mode Mire and potentially save a bunch of time. But I'm right here, and I already set up Spooky, and I'll just go for Mire and hope for a fast Mire, which is also why I committed to leaving the second item. It's when you have a God Mire and you're one item from go, and you have all of Crystal, Eastern, and Pod left, don't go back. Don't go back in for the second item.
Right.
So
not to mention the fact that after finding that, it was the hookshot was the last required item.
Yeah, exactly.
What was
so a lot of like minor gambles in the seed for me, but they felt like pretty safe gambles. I feel pretty good about my routing overall.
They were fortuitous. Your routing was pretty fortuitous in this one.
How about finding the hookshot right there at the end of the swamp or pod though?
Oh, what a relief it is!
It was a great relief because I was, after I decided to just finish off Eastern and Pod and then book it for GT and hope the hookshot is there if it's not in either of those. I realized that I don't remember GT key logic well enough to be able to confidently say things like, okay, if I don't find it in the first 3 or 4 locations, then that means that the rest are logically locked by hookshot and I can leave immediately. But I wasn't certain, is the compass room logically hookshot locked if you don't find 3 keys right up front, or I'm rusty on my GT key logic, so I was definitely relieved to know that I don't need to to rack my brain trying to remember the restrictions.
Right. That's not something you usually need to think about, the not having the hookshot for GT, unless entrance modes is one of your things.
Yeah. I was happy that definitely happy that I decided to take care of Aga and pick up the ice rod before heading up the mountain, because it allowed me to just kind of make just one trip. Was it just one trip?
Yes, it was. You only made one trip up there. You were up there for a hot minute.
Yeah. It's was that really only one trip? It was forever. But that felt pretty good overall. I'm curious where the biggest time saves between me and SirLinkalot were on this one.
Well, probably after getting Dark World access from the Titans bit, SirLinkalot went into Skullwoods, did clear Skullwoods and the entire dungeon looking for both items, as well as doing the Smith Chain, but skipping the dig game. And then proceeding to route onwards from there. So I'll eventually bottleneck to the hammer, but it took a long time for SirLinkalot to get back to that. And that was pretty much,
yeah.
that was the major time difference between both of you, because he was still looking for Hammer while you were on Death Mountain getting your bow and everything, and then everything else just fell into place. Did do Misery Mire before you, but that ended up being consequential.
How did he get to Misery Mire before? Because wasn't that hammer locked?
No, because the flute was in Tower of Hera.
The tower. Oh, right. It was west, if not east. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I can see how that. Yeah, that would have cost a bunch of time, because it's also costing you an extra Death Mountain trip probably.
Yeah. At the end, the difference was just at Eastern Palace. It was already starting to ascend GT when you had finished.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, it was a closer race than you thought.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought it was very, very close. I was looking for that Ganon snipe.
Yeah, they always are. Come on.
So yeah, definitely feel great, excited. Final four for my first time in the Challenge Cup. So definitely, I think my next race won't be until after SGDQ, because I'll be attending that in person. But
congrats, that's fun.
Yeah, looking forward to that, and then Final Four. Once that finishes, so exciting.
All right, I don't know if we're gonna get to question SirLinkalot about anything.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come in.
All right, well, that's understandable. I mean, I've been in this position before, and it's a little disheartening when you get this far in the tournament and don't get to advance. So let's just pour one out for SirLinkalot. Managed to make it this far, but unfortunately, this is where SirLinkalot's tournament life will end, and krelbel will be moving on to the next one. But there has to be a winner. Somebody's got to go home. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Am I good to wrap up?
I believe you are.
Just real quick before we go, just wanted to thank everyone. Yeah, just thanks everyone for putting on the restream, and thanks again to my opponent SirLinkalot. Thanks everyone for watching. This was fun, and looking forward to more.
Right.
Absolutely. And with that, yes, we are going to wrap it up here. Thank you to krelbel and SirLinkalot for the awesome race. Thank you to TJ Maelstrom and Nera Lightshine for commentating, and thank you to Lady Laura Linda for tracking. We're going to go raid ZSR2 right now. They're hosting a Zelda 2 randomizer weekly race. But coming up tomorrow on ZSR at 3:10 p.m. Eastern, we have another Link to the Past randomizer Challenge Cup quarterfinals match between Rot and Fafalu. And at 4:10 p.m. Eastern, we have the Skyward Sword randomizer co-op tournament Grand Finals Game 1 between Ragtag Yag and Masters of Camouflage. So tomorrow is a pretty hyped day for Skyward Sword randomizer and Link to the Past. Hope you find something you want to watch. And with that, we're going to sign off here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful time and have a fantastic rest of your night.